Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local schools. I'm Jeff Smith. Joseph Brett will be joining me in just a bit, coming to you from Grants Pass High School in Grants Pass, Oregon. Thank you for joining us today. This is the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou, today featuring the Roseburg Indians and the Grants Pass Cavemen. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Grants Pass School District and our participating community business partners. Our executive producer for events on TableRockSports.net is Joe Brett. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Please support Table Rock Sports by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Go to YouTube, search Table Rock Sports, and click on the red subscription button. And let's take a look at the matchup here today. The Roseburg Indians 1-2 overall, 0-1 in the conference. Their latest game was a 6-0 loss against South Medford on Tuesday. And Grants Pass with a 1-2-1 record, 0-1-1 in the conference. In matchups against the same teams, Grants Pass with a 2-2 tie against South Medford. And in their last game on Tuesday, they were a 1-0 winner in a non-conference match with Eagle Point. Teams are introductions being done here in the stadium, and Roseburg wearing white and Grants Pass in the blue. And we're getting ready for the national anthem. We'll join it here in the stadium, and then we'll come back with the starting lineups. Welcome back, and let's take a quick look at our starting lineups here from Grants Pass High School, where the Grants Pass Cavemen are hosting the Roseburg Indians. For Roseburg, the keeper will be number 1, Chris Gerardo. Other starters, number 7, Jonathan Yun. Number 8, James Dodderman. Number 9, Angel Flores. Number 10, Tyson Bustamante. Number 12, Shahaya Hill. Number 15, Bryson Tankel. Number 16, Logan Michael. Number 17, Race Bergeron. Number 18, Atreo Pinard. And number 19, Trevor Knox. And for Grants Pass, our keeper will be number 1, Scott Huddleston. And our other starters, number 2, Jordan Bedoya. Number 5, Peyton Boersma. Number 8, Mitchell Waggerly. Number 10, Elijah Leach. Number 12, Zach Olson. Number 13, Porter Boersma. Number 14, Mario Torres. Number 15, Derek Potts. Number 17, Cade Brandis. And number 18, Javier Haynes. And we are just about set to go. And now joining me in the booth, Joseph Brett, doing color today for us and running our camera. And we are underway. Last 2 games here in the stadium were girls soccer, so we expect a little different look here, getting the boys back here at Mel Ingram Field. I think I mentioned before, but I'll say it again. Indians of Roseburg in white, Cavemen in blue. And like something out of Night at the Museum, the cardboard cutouts have come to life across the field.
That's good to see.
It is good to see. Starting on Friday, Josephine County back down to a high risk level or whatever, however they describe that for COVID. So they're in the same category now with Jackson County. Actually, Josephine County has had the better numbers as of late, although I noticed that the local news less and less now is giving the daily numbers on a every 10-minute basis. So I guess everybody's starting to feel like that we're starting to move our way out of COVID, but not quite 100% in the clear by any stretch, but getting there slowly but surely. It'll be nice. The next thing I'd like to see is these kids able to play out here without masks. I can't imagine playing sports with the mask on, but they've done a good job of adhering to all the rules.
They say there's not much of a difference, but just running up here into the booth up those stairs with my mask on and compared to running up those stairs without it on, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
As I was hustling up those stairs to get here today.
Now, admittedly, these guys are a little younger, probably a little healthier than you and I, but yeah, there's definitely a difference, even if they give you the diplomatic answer of that they can handle it either way.
Yeah, mine could be the 30 pounds I put on in 2 months.
Those are COVID pounds. The college freshmen, they get the freshman 15. We're all getting the COVID 15. I've been able to avoid it. I've been considered essential, whatever that means. So my workload hasn't changed much. But for a lot of us, the COVID 15 is real. free kick probably didn't get quite as deep as he wanted that. And Roseburg able to turn it aside. Yeah, as I mentioned before, Grants Pass on Tuesday beat Eagle Point on the road. The Indians a little less successful. They were defeated by South Medford 6-0. First game of the season here at Mellingram Field, the Cavemen took on the Panthers of South Medford, and that was a 2-2 tie that we had right here on Table Rock Sports. And that game, more than any one I've seen in this condensed season, definitely it was very evident that both teams were trying to shake off the rust. First game of the year, trying to get rid of the jitters, trying to get used to playing again with their teammates, and it took a full half of that game for it to things to kind of settle down and get into a rhythm. Another beautiful day for soccer here at Grants Pass High School as the temperature is working its way into the low 60s. Mostly blue skies, some high clouds out in the distance. And as it tends to do this time of year, it may change drastically by the middle of the day tomorrow as we have a storm coming in and maybe even a little valley snow on Monday morning. But beautiful day today for boys soccer. And we'll get a corner kick, looks like, here. Looks like Angel Flores will take the corner kick for the Indians. And that one played nicely there by Huddleston. Chris Gerardo anticipates that one, gets out and scoops it up to stop the chance for the Cavemen. Pretty equal play so far. These teams kind of feeling one another out. And a couple subs coming in for the Cavemen. Parker Pastrell and Kenley Sheard into the game. Lots of back and forth action here so far, but no real solid scoring chances yet. Grant's pass trying to change that, but have it taken away again.
Yeah, right there, just, trying to push the ball and make something happen, get it into the center, but something I'd like to see Grant's pass do is get the ball off the foot a little bit quicker. Right now, if they could get it off the foot just a hair quicker, I think they could create some really good opportunities for themselves. They're trying to settle the ball individually and then push it up a little bit before making that pass. And I think if they can just get it off the foot just a hair quicker right now and make that initial pass after that, first touch, it can create some really good scoring opportunities for them.
Chance, but keeper just gets there ahead of the attacker, and Gerardo scoops it up. Yeah, I agree with you on that, and especially the way that the Indians right now are defending.
A lot of pressure, so if they can get the ball off really quick, can create some really good opportunities for them.
Yeah, I've seen them swarming the ball a lot. Here's a chance for Grant's pass, and that one, Gerardo again nicely makes the play as Grant's pass trying to get in. That was Torres that almost got free there. Yeah, they tend to swarm the ball defensively, and it gives you an opportunity. But like you said, Joey, you got to get rid of it quick to take advantage of that. Otherwise, they're really surrounding the player with the ball, giving him less options.
That's where a lot of Roseburg's takeaways are coming from right now. Is Grant's pass is getting the ball to one of their teammates, and they're kind of footing it around a little bit and trying to control it, and Roseburg swarming on them and getting those takeaways. If they can just let it get to them and just get it off that foot really fast, they're gonna create a lot of scoring opportunities this afternoon.
Haynes with the centering feed. And, that one had to be knocked away for a corner kick as it took a funny bounce off the turf there and almost got past Gerardo. That was a well-placed feed there on that free kick from Haynes. That looks like Porter Boersma going to take the corner kick for Grant's pass. That clearing attempt deflected, but then they able to get it out to midfield. And Roseburg doing the same thing there that we see the Grants Pass girls do a lot is on the kickbacks to the keeper. They're attacking that ball. They're making that keeper be a player because they can't pick that ball up on those kickbacks. And they're forcing him to be a ball handler. And I think that's a good strategy because we've seen a couple of times this year some mistakes. Gerardo makes the play on that and tackled his teammate there on that one, but it was a good play to stop that push from the Cavemen. Yeah, another difference I'm noticing here between these two teams is whether it's defensively or offensively, the Indians are grouping around the ball a little more than the Cavemen. The Cavemen staying spread out. And there's advantages and disadvantages to each strategy, but it's definitely a little bit of a contrast here in their styles of play. There's a blast. Pretty good shot there from Sheard, but Gerardo up to the task. Halfway through this first half, on our John L. Scott scoreboard, 0-0, Grants Pass and Roseburg. John L. Scott of Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Cavemen will hurry up on this free kick, but a little off the mark on that. Here's a chance for Roseburg if they can control it. And we're going to get a penalty on the Cavemen. So free kick coming up for the Indians. Looks like Angel Flores will take the free kick for Roseburg. And that one right to the keeper, Huddleston. Will Spagnolo into the game for Grants Pass. And they stay on sides, but Gerardo gets there before Leach to scoop that one up. I thought they were going to go off sides. He was watching the referee on the far side, and he called it clear. And And, wow. I saw the hand going up for the offsides. I'm not sure I agreed with that, but the referee, of course, has a much better angle than I do.
The ball was pretty far in front of him.
Yeah, I felt like he was even with the defender as that ball went past him. But again, the referee was right on top of it, and he's got the straight-on angle. We'll get a foul called on the Indians, trying to see which player that is for Roseburg. I felt like he did a pretty good job of trying to avoid the contact with the keeper, but he gets a little warning from the referee. That was number 11, Charles Anderson. They were both going for that same ball, and he kind of turned his back to kind of slip the contact, but gets the warning nonetheless. No card. Here's a chance for the Indians. And that shot scooped up by Huddleston off the foot of Anderson. Another one off the foot of Anderson into the hands of Huddleston. Subs coming in for the Cavemen. Peyton Boardsma and I believe Evan Miranda into the game. Chance for the Cavemen, turned away, but it will be a corner kick. Or I believe this will be a corner kick. Referee having a word with the Roseburg head coach, Jim Gerardo. And this will be a corner kick for the Cavemen. And there was an opening there momentarily, but Leach had to settle it down before he could make an attempt, and Gerardo able to clear it. Nice idea there from Bustamante, but the execution not quite on par there. And I believe maybe a handball there as they give the free kick to the Indians. Oh, and that one gets behind Huddleston, but he's able to track it down. That one took a little higher hop off the turf, I think, than he was expecting, and did a good job to recover on that little miscue there. That one tipped away off the foot of Olsen, and then that blast will go out of bounds. Some subs waiting to get in for both teams here. Bryson Trankel will come in for Roseburg, and back into the game, Kenley Sheard for the Cavemen. So a little scoring chance there, but nothing on the board. Still nothing on our John L. Scott scoreboard as we come down to 2.5 minutes remaining in this first half. And a misplay on that, and that I keep talking about it, but it's really something that these teams, they get a little too comfortable with those kickbacks to the keeper. Keeper's got a lot to worry about back there, especially when the play's coming at them, and when the offensive player is that close, it puts a lot more pressure on that keeper. And this is going to result in a corner kick for the Indians with time running down in this first half. Flores will take this corner. And we're going to get a whistle. Not sure what the call was there, but it's going to go against the Indians. Down under a minute to go. Grants Pass wanting to hurry to get one more push up the field, but they turn it over. And now the Indians with a chance. That centering feed turned away by Haynes. Foot race. This time's winding down. And that's going to do it for the first half of play. We'll take a look at our John L. Scott scoreboard. It shows Grants Pass 0, Roseburg 0. We'll take a break, come back and talk a little bit about the first half when we get back. Once again, John L. Scott scoreboard shows nothing. John L. Scott of Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
My Circle K, powered by GP Energy, you can turn an ordinary lunch break into something extraordinary with crispy, crunchy chicken. Grab and go their delicious chicken, chicken tenders, famous biscuits, and tasty sides. MyCircleK.com.
U.S. Cellular believes everyone deserves 5G. That's why we've included 5G on all plans, no extra charge, whether you're working or playing. All U.S. Cellular plans include 5G, no extra charge. Get the new Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. U.S. Cellular.
Get the latest 5G phones for free today at Siskiyou Cellular, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular with 7 Valley locations. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Fuel your daily adventure at My Circle K, powered by GP Energy. Whether it's morning motivation to get your day going, adding crunch to your lunch, fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
If you're a coach or plan to be a coach, what kind of coach do you want to be? This?
Hey! What is that? Come on, guy! You're killing me!
Or this?
I love it. I love what I see. I don't care about the mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Guys making millions of dollars on Sunday, they make mistakes.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.org.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
Welcome back. You're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular. And on the John L. Scott scoreboard, after one half of play, we've got no score between Grants Pass and Roseburg. I'm Jeff Smith. He's Joseph Brett. And Joseph, that first half was a pretty equal play, but I think the point you made earlier was probably the biggest difference we saw throughout that half. Was a little too much individual ball handling by the Cavemen, and they need to trust the process a little more and make those passes quicker, I think, and they'll get some more scoring opportunities.
Yeah, there at the end of the half, you saw them get the ball off a little faster, and they had a few opportunities there in the final about 3-4 minutes. So that was good to see. I'd like to see them be a little more physical with the body now. Roseburg Indians are doing a good job. They're playing a pretty physical game out there, bodying up Grants Pass pretty well. And even towards the end of the half there, Roseburg was even getting a little bit more physical, and that's where they're getting a lot of takeaways. You know, Grants Pass is playing the footwork game, and Roseburg is converging on them, and they're able to get takeaways that way, but they're using their body really well against Grants Pass. So Grants Pass needs to use their body as well, get a little bit more physical, get the ball off the foot faster, and they're going to create some more scoring opportunities here in the second half. I think they were starting to figure it out there towards the end, starting to kind of pick at Roseburg's game there, and Roseburg on the other end, they're doing a really good job defensively, and offensively, you know, they haven't had too many opportunities, but they're getting the ball up the field well when they do have it. Just got to see them get their guys up the side and beat that Grants Pass defense, and you know, this is a pretty tight game here. Both teams are playing very similarly. This could easily be a 1-0 game, or 0-0, or 1-1. You know, it's anybody's at this point, and nobody's really showing like they have the upper hand this afternoon so far.
No, not at all. And the best scoring opportunities for the Indians have really been off of mistakes made by the Cavemen. So Grants Pass, like you said, they're finding some opportunities. Late in that half, they were getting some more scoring opportunities. And at some point, they're going to capitalize on one of those. But on the other side, defensively, the Indians are playing really well, as you mentioned, and playing the more physical game. But they're going to have to find a way to get some better scoring opportunities. They need to create those opportunities, and they can't rely on Grants Pass making mistakes to give them those scoring chances. So on our John L. Scott scoreboard, it's 0-0. We're looking for a pretty tight, fun second half. We'll take another break here and come back with the second half of play. John L. Scott, Medford, Ashland, and Eugene.
think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Welcome back to Grants Pass High School, Mel Ingram Field. As we check the John L. Scott scoreboard, 0-0, Grants Pass and Roseburg. As we head to the second half, you're watching the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. As the teams take the field for the second half. Once again, if you're just joining us, the Roseburg Indians in white, Cavemen in blue. We'll get the clock squared away in a minute here. We've lost a member of our crew momentarily, so we'll keep the focus on the action here. Get the clock squared away in just a bit. Chance for the Cavemen, turned aside. And the ball goes from one keeper to the other with one touch on the way. And I'll have to double check the number. Looks like we may have gotten a new keeper out there for Grants Pass. I believe that's Moss out there. Oh, we'll double check that and make sure. Another foot race won by the Indians keeper. Another free kick for the Cavemen here. And that'll be out of bounds off the foot of the Cavemen. And an offsides, fortunately for the Cavemen, the offsides call, because a little mistake there almost turned into a scoring chance for the Indians. Offside's going the other way this time, so Seems that both teams coming out in this second half trying to be a little more direct with their scoring chances, and we talked about it at halftime, maybe trying to take a little bit of the footwork out and just make the passes, make the centering feed, send the ball, and I think we're going to get a high kick there, so it'll be a free kick for Grants Pass. And that is Jacob Moss in the goal, coming in to play the second half for Grants Pass. I thought that it was, but just able to get a look there and see. And so a new keeper for the second half here for the Cavemen. Got a chance yesterday to follow along with some of the Pac-12 basketball tournament, and I got to listen to the Ducks and Beavers earlier in the day, and then got home to watch the Colorado USC game, and Bill Walton was in rare form last night. I think he was off his meds. It was quite an interesting game. We kept watching it. We had a couple things we were watching, and we just kept it on the game. The game wasn't that good, but the the commentary was something else. Most of the time, Walton works with Dave Pash, and that guy should get an award for having to work as much as he has. Really, for the last, I think they said 9 years, the two of them have worked together, and there's a chance for the Indians, but right into the hands of the keeper, Moss. That was, I believe, off the foot of, I think that was Yun. See if I can confirm that. Yeah, number 7, Jonathan Yun with the shot attempt for the Indians. Fun to listen to Bill Walton when he does games in Eugene, because he'll spend 10 minutes describing the trees. He loves the Pacific Northwest, and he'll give you one of the most detailed descriptions of what he saw on his drive to the to the school. And we'll take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard. After 10 minutes gone by here in the second half, it's still 0-0, Roseburg and Grants Pass. Here's a chance for the Cavemen. And Grants Pass bench getting a warning from the referee. So that last play was obviously a foul was called on the Cavemen on that race for that ball. And somebody on the Grants Pass bench didn't like that call apparently, because they got a warning for something that was said. Of course, we don't know who said it or any of that, but play moves on. Couple subs coming in. Charles Anderson into the game for the Indians, and Parker Pastrell into the game for the Cavemen. Been out here at the stadium for just over an hour, and I don't think the skyline has changed a bit. It looks exactly like it did when I got here. Just some high clouds up over around the mountains and beautiful sunshine. It's gotten a little warmer.
This is tank top weather for me.
Yeah, I got the short sleeves on. I'm not much of a tank top guy, but definitely short sleeves. I've had them on since first thing this morning, so I was anticipating the weather being this nice. And
I got the flip-flops, shorts, and tank top on today. I'm enjoying it.
If you see me in shorts at this point in my life, you should probably call an ambulance, because I'm probably off my meds. Used to wear shorts all the time, but these days, well, you saw, even at the baseball tournament, 100 degrees out, I was in my jeans. And I was being made fun of mercifully by everybody. Even some of the parents were giving me a hard time. And an offsides call. Just getting out ahead of that one was one of the Indians. I believe it was Yun on that just got ahead of that pass. Or is that Yun or is that Flores?
Yeah, it was Yun.
Yeah, it's Yun. Having trouble with the single-digit numbers on these unis. But again, I'm old and blind, and and that
no foul.
Should have been a foul, I think, but no call. May have not been as bad as it looked from here. My feeling with fouls like that is it's not the amount of contact, it's the effect that it has on the play. If you gain an advantage from it, and it's similar with basketball. You get away with stuff in basketball. If you don't gain an advantage, they don't always blow the whistle. And I apologize, I do not have number 9. The Caveman brought up a couple of players for today's game, and we'll try and get his name, but I don't have him on my roster. It's a chance for the Cavers again, and that left-hand shot had him handcuffed, but Gerardo makes the play. That shot off the foot of Sheard. He left a little rebound, but able to scoop it right back up. Well, Joey was already out trying to burn off some of that COVID-15, so if we'll have him burn off a few more, and we can find out who number 9 is, especially if he assists or scores on one of these scoring chances. Here comes Sheard again up the left side. Leach can't run it down. Another sub coming in for Grants Pass. Jordan Bedolla back into the game. And for the Indians, number 2, Paviat Rai into the game. And I hope I'm saying that right. Free kick coming up for Grants Pass. Still nothing on the John L. Scott scoreboard. Grants Pass done a good job in this second half of keeping the ball on their offensive side of the field for a good portion of this second half, but still no score. Oh, a mistake there as that kick back to the keeper was off the mark, and it'll be a corner kick for the Indians. And he knew it as soon as he touched that that was not going where he wanted to, off the foot of Haynes. You could see him drop the head. He was like, oh, shoot. That was not what I wanted to do. So we'll see if the Indians can capitalize here. That one's going to sail over everybody. A little too strong on that one. And a good defensive play there from Bedolla. And another substitute coming in for Grants Pass. Will Spagnolo into the match for the Cavers. centering feed there from Spagnolo is scooped up by Gerardo. And we're 3/4 of the way through this one. Still no score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott of Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. Cavers stay on side. Here's the shot and the first goal of the match. And the Cavers,
you're going to send me running? Because that was number 9. Drum roll.
You knew that was going to happen. Whoa. Well, if I'll tell you what, anybody watching knows who our number 9 is. We'll bring up the YouTube feed. You can comment on YouTube. We'll send Joey to see if he can find that out for us. But so the first goal of the match, one of our mystery players, and the Cavemen lead on the John L. Scott scoreboard. It's now 1-0. Cavemen with the lead. Roseburg attacking, wanting to get this one back, but we get a whistle and an offsides. Well, we'll work on getting that name for you before the broadcast is over, but
I didn't have it over there in the clocks booth with the rosters themselves. He's a swing player, so good on him for getting the call up to the varsity game, getting in there and scoring himself a goal.
And a handball, I believe, on that. We'll turn it over to the Cavers. So Roseburg, a couple of chances here that are stopped by whistles. Another opportunity for the Cavers. The centering feed, that one turned away. Another scoring chance there for Grants Pass as Spagnolo puts one into the hands of Gerardo. And an offsides, and another potential scoring opportunity stopped by the referee's whistle. Good defense from the Cavers, turning into an opportunity here on the offensive end. Bodies coming together right at midfield, and one of the Indians a little slow to get up. I think he collided with his own teammate on that play. That was Flores. He's up and back into the play now. And I believe we got an offsides call. There we do. And that one sails all the way into the scoreboard as Shear did a nice job to attack there and then make the pass, although that pass may have come just a little later than they would have liked to get a little better shot off. But Olson and Waggerly into the match for Grants Pass. And that'll be a Grants Pass foul. Olson a little too handsy there. Good tackle attempt there by Gerardo. He was out of the box, so he couldn't pick that one up, but he was able to make the play, because if he had not made that play, it was going to be a wide open goal for the Cavers. Shahaya Hill into the game, and Charles Anderson also coming in for Roseburg. Here's a chance for the Indians, and that shot right to the keeper, Moss. I believe that was Bustamante on the... No, I'm sorry, that was number 11, Charles Anderson, on that shot attempt for the Indians. Cavers into the box with it. Still attacking here. And a good try there by Torres to try and keep that in bounds, but just couldn't quite do it. And collision between two players. The Indian player got the worst of it. Bustamante got kicked in the head on that, but he's actually going to be the one called for the foul, as he had fallen down and then tripping up Torres. But then Torres' heel caught him on the head on the way by. Oh, and a chance there. Turned away, and a collision between two of the Indians, the keeper and one of the defenders.
Those last two balls on the free kicks from Grants Pass have both been beautiful. If the first one, I forget who it was, but if he could have got turned around just a little bit, that ball would have got in front of him. It would have made for a great scoring opportunity. And then that one sent just beautifully as well, and almost headed into the goal there.
Yeah, I think that was Olsen on that previous one, where he controlled it, but it took him longer than he wanted to. Otherwise, he would have had a wide open scoring chance. But yeah, you're right. Those last two have been just beautiful feeds into the zone. Grants Pass definitely dominating the half as far as keeping the ball at their offensive end of the field. But with it just a 1-0 game on the John L. Scott scoreboard, there's still plenty of time for Roseburg to tie this one up, but they're going to have to turn up the wick on the pressure and keep the ball at their offensive end. Grants Pass definitely came out more aggressive in this second half. And so far it's been paying off for them. Down under the 5-minute mark remaining. Grants Pass 1, Roseburg nothing on our John L. Scott scoreboard. And a whistle, not sure what that call was there. And they call the foul on the Cavemen there. There's a chance for the Indians. And Moss beats the foot race with Hill. Or wins the foot race with Hill, I should say. Clock ticking down to the 3-minute mark. Indians desperate to get the equalizer. And that'll be a corner kick coming up for the Indians. And it's been a missed opportunity so far for the Indians in this one, as the corner kicks thus far have been, they've all sailed a little long, so we'll see if they can get this one closer. That's a better one there, and that one will go out of bounds.
Push it.
The keeper in the play, they've emptied the goal for Roseburg. The keeper up there as an attacker. That one headed out of bounds off the head of Bustamante. And now the keeper will hustle back, and the Grants Pass bench imploring their guys to get it going here to force the action. Keeper just now getting back into the box. And as Grants Pass with the only players near that, he's forced to try and boot that one out, and they do clear it. Just over a minute now remaining. Here's a chance for the Cavemen again. Oh, but we'll get an offsides call. Under a minute to go, you can hear the urgency from the Indians just wanting to get one more scoring chance here. And a whistle, and we're going to stop the clock. Going to get a card here, I believe.
Why?
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I don't know if that was for the first tackle or the second one, because the second one was actually cleaner than the first, and there was no whistle on that first one. So Not sure about that, but this will be a free kick for Roseburg. Did you see the same thing I saw, Joey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering why he got the penalty. They let the play keep on going after the first one. The first one looked like a clean tackle, but the second one looked even cleaner.
And the whistle came. You can ignore my clock. I was a little ahead of the game, but it's going to run out anyhow. And there it is. That's going to do it. As we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, it shows Grants Pass 1, Roseburg nothing. They get the win. Grants Pass improves to 1-1-1 in the conference. Roseburg drops to 0-2 in the conference. And we will take a break, and we'll come back with the postgame, the My Circle K postgame show when we come back.
Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We've stocked up with over 200 new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. You'll find the new vehicle you want at the low price you deserve. Only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports, I love my team, I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you. Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Welcome to the My Circle K powered by GP Energy postgame show. And as we take a look at the John L. Scott scoreboard, Grants Pass Cavers win at home 1-0 over the Roseburg Indians. And Joey, I think the difference in that second half was Grants Pass came out much more aggressive in that second half, and a lot of the action was at their offensive end of the field, and I really think that was the difference.
Yeah, they got the ball off the foot really fast, pushed it up the field, and it created some good scoring opportunities for them. And, they must have had a little talk there at halftime, and coach told them, hey, we're playing too much with them. We need to work that ball up into the scoring zone. And, when they came out and they were instantly they were getting it down there, and they were playing the foot race game, and they were beating Roseburg for the most part, through that whole second half, getting down there first and giving themselves some really good opportunities. Only one goal scored, but 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 5 really good opportunities for them to score. 3 opportunities or so coming, on that quick push from getting the ball up, and then those 2 free kicks they put into the zone there were just beautifully placed and gave some really good opportunities as well. And they defensively they did a good job of sticking with Roseburg. And I think Roseburg there in the second half got plagued by the offside calls. They gave themselves some really good opportunities as well. There was 3 or 4 probably there in about a 5-minute stretch where they were beating Grants Pass down, but just getting called for the offsides, and I think that turned out to be a game changer for them.
Yeah, it did, and that's what we saw. The times that the Roseburg Indians were in the offensive zone, we saw, like you mentioned, we saw like 3 offsides in that 5-minute, at least 3 in that 5-minute period. But then, as I mentioned just a bit ago, the corner kicks didn't turn into scoring chances for the Indians. And that was the difference. You mentioned those free kicks for the Cavemen that were spot on where they wanted them, where on the other end of the field, the corner kicks for Roseburg were not going quite where they needed them. And that was a big difference in this one in the amount of scoring chances. And obviously, the more scoring chances you can generate, the more goals you're going to score ultimately. And for the Cavemen, it was just 1, but that was what they needed to win this one, with the final of 1-0. So once again, as I mentioned before, Roseburg drops to 0-2 in the conference, 1-3 overall, and Grants Pass improves to 1-1-1 in the conference, 2-2-1 overall. So we'd like to thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank the Grants Pass High School Athletic Director, Clay Ronceville, for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Special thanks to head coaches Jim Gerardo for Roseburg and Travis Boersma for Grants Pass. Our next Table Rock Sports production will be Thursday. I believe we've got a couple of contests coming up on Thursday. We got soccer and volleyball coming up. So a 2:00 game and I believe 6:30 game for the second game. So both of those, the next one's coming up here from Grants Pass High School. And once again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard: Grants Pass Cavemen 1, Roseburg Indians 0. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Joseph Brett, I'm Jeff Smith saying thank you for watching and good night from Grants Pass High School in Grants Pass, Oregon.